morning. This yoga practice is designed to help you wake up your body, stretch, and mobilize your joints. So let's get started in a comfortable seat. You can close your eyes or just keep a soft, gentle gaze out in front of you. We'll begin with the breath. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath. As you inhale, lengthen up through the spine, grow a little taller. And as you exhale, sustain that growth, but sink down a little deeper through the sits bones. Sense that every inhale is revitalizing. And every exhale is grounding and centering, physically and mentally. We'll start to mobilize our neck with neck cars. These are controlled articular rotations. So we're going to move through all the different parts of the neck. We'll start by nodding our chins to our chest. Trace your chin along your right collarbone. Rotate your neck, look over your right shoulder. Then tilt your head back slightly. Think right ear to right back pocket. And then extend your neck all the way back, or as much as it's reasonable for you. And then left ear to left back pocket. So it's like a little side bend just for your neck. Gaze over your left shoulder. Trace down along your left collarbone. Chin to chest. Keep moving in that direction. If any parts of this circle create a sharp pain in your neck, just skip that part, go around it. Don't force yourself to move through pain. Once you come back down through center, we'll switch the direction. So we're going to start to trace the chin along the left collarbone. Look over the left shoulder. Tilt the head back a little bit, and then all the way back. Right ear to right back pocket, look over the right shoulder, and then back down. One more circle. And then let's move on to our hands and knees to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders above your wrists and your hips above your knees. We're going to really root down through the hands and engage the arms. Imagine that you're hugging a yoga block between your arms. So there's a sense of hugging into your midline, and the triceps are moving towards each other and spinning forward. We'll start with pelvic tilts. So try to keep the rest of your back still and only move your pelvis and a little bit of your lower back. So as you inhale, you're going to tilt your tailbone up. Think like Beyonce or J-Lo. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone down. Think Michael Jackson. So inhale, tailbone tilts up, the inner thighs roll back, and exhale, tuck the tailbone down. 2 more times like that. It's an anterior pelvic tilt when you find this little arch. Posterior pelvic tilt when you tuck the tail down. 1 more time. All right, and then we're going to keep the pelvis still. We'll isolate the scapula, so the shoulder blades. Arms stay straight and engaged. As you inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together like you're squeezing a pencil between them. Exhale, press into the mat, spread the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, retract. Exhale, press into the floor, shoulder blades spread apart. Keep going with your breath. Try to really keep this focused on the shoulder blades, that isolation. All right, and then we're gonna move through cat-cow, so articulating through the full spine. As you inhale, you're gonna create your back bend. Reach your chest through the gateway of the arms. Exhale, round through the spine. Create a dome. Inhale, extend the spine, vertebra by vertebra. And exhale, flex, create a dome. Couple more times. And then find a neutral tabletop position. Send your left leg back behind you, and we're just gonna rock. A simple rocking motion forward and back. Now, without arching your lower back or rolling your hip open, lift your left leg up and send the right arm out in front of you. Let's just hold here. Stabilize the core. And then place your right hand down, tuck the left toes under at the back of the mat. Again, a little rocking motion. And we're gonna come into a version of a side plank. Spin the sole of your left foot down. Take your left arm up and over your ear. If you can, gaze up towards the ceiling. Curve up away from the floor as you press down through that right hand. Return to your tabletop position. Right leg goes back and just a gentle rock. Without rolling your hip open or arching your lower back, let's lift the right leg and send the left arm forward. So you're reaching away from center, but at the same time, how can you hug into your center to stay strong and stable through the core? Left hand back down, right toes down, again rock. And then side plank on this side. Sole of the right foot down, your left foot moves behind you like a little kickstand, and the right arm goes up and over. Breathe in and breathe out. Make your way back to tabletop. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Find a strong grip with your hands. All 10 of your fingertips squeeze the mat. And we'll pedal out through the legs. Bend one knee at a time. Press your belly and your ribs all the way back towards your thighs. And then lift your heels up high. Look forward between the hands. Let's walk forward all the way up to the hands. Forward fold over your legs. I like to have my feet about 2 fists distance apart, and I like to bend my knees for the first forward fold in the morning. You can grab opposite elbows and just hang down like a rag doll, letting your head and your neck fully relax. It feels nice to sway side to side. And then we're going to roll up to stand, articulating through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Shoulders, head, and neck come up last. Inhale, sweep your arms up, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward and fold back down. Inhale, look forward, lift up about halfway, lengthen. Exhale, step your left leg way back. Find a lunge. If you have yoga blocks, you're welcome to put some yoga blocks underneath your hands. So we're just gonna move dynamically in this lunge. So just rocking forward and back, maybe rocking a little bit side to side, bending and straightening the back knee. This movement belongs to you. So just move in a way that feels good to wake up your body. Press down into that right heel just as much as you're pressing down into the ball of the back foot. Good, and then we'll place the back knee down, and instead of being really low and deep in this lunge, we're gonna slide the back knee a little bit forward and come up into more of like a 90-90 lunge. So a 90-degree angle with both of the knees bent. Hips squared towards the front. We're gonna lengthen the tailbone down. So that's that posterior pelvic tilt again, that little tuck like Michael Jackson. So what this does is it starts to pull on the front of the left thigh. You're stretching out the left hip flexors. Inhale, lengthen the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down, lift up the back knee. We're gonna turn to the left side. From here, we're just gonna come up to stand, hands on your hips, press the feet down and rise. Turn your toes out a little bit, heels in a little bit, goddess pose. Bend your knees and just move dynamically. Move a little bit side to side, kind of dance around here. The inner thighs reach away from the pelvis and the knees point in the direction of the second and the third toe. Let's stand all the way up. Inhale, reach the arms up, parallel your feet. And exhale, dive down into a wide-legged forward fold. Let's reach the arms way out in front of us. Keep the heels of your feet down, but barely any weight in the heels. So it's kind of like you're in a downward facing dog with really wide legs. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's walk the hands towards the right foot at the top of the mat. Find that low lunge again and then step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold down over the legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive this time, sweep up. Exhale, hinge back down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, step your right leg back this time. Find your low lunge. Just like the other side, we're just gonna rock. We're gonna move around a little bit. Move with intention. Move with focus. Lift and lower the back knee. Maybe you're moving with your breath in mind. And then the back knee comes down. And again, we're not sinking. Instead, we're lifting up, bringing the legs into more of a 90-90 position to stretch the right hip flexors. We want a posterior pelvic tilt. Tuck the tail down. That lifts the pubic bone up towards the navel up towards the bottom ribs. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down, lift the back knee, and turn all 10 toes to the right side. Hands to your hips, stand all the way up. Heels in and toes out for goddess. Move like you. You can sit a little lower. You can stay up a little bit higher. You can even open the arms into a cactus position and work the legs a little bit more. Next, inhale, stand up, reach up, parallel your feet. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Again, reaching way out in front of you so we get a stretch through the sides of the body, through the lats, and just as much as we're stretching out the legs here. Head and neck are just between the arms. And then we'll walk the hands towards the left foot, return to that low lunge, and step forward. Inhale, find your halfway lift, offer your heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive one more time, reach. Exhale, melt back down over your legs. Inhale, find your halfway lift, offer your heart. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back into a plank position, and lower all the way down. So set up your hands so they're next to your side ribs. Your elbows are approximately right over the wrists, and then the forehead comes down. Inhale, lift into your baby cobra. Extend the spine, hold here. Retract your shoulder blades, so squeeze them together. You're gonna feel the elbows hugging a little tighter. Hover the hands, can you keep the feet down? And then reach the arms back. Keep extending the spine, bend the elbows. See if you can grab a wrist behind your lower back. Reach back again. And then bend your elbows again. You're back into your cobra. Sit back through a child's pose. And then downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. From down dog, we're gonna move through spinal waves. So you're gonna lift up your heels nice and high and inhale, round forward. Really high, acrobatic-like rounded plank. And then exhale, a little bit of a bend in the knees, arch the low back, middle back, upper back. Take it back to down dog. So a little faster, inhale, round it forward. And exhale, arch it back. Inhale, round it forward. Exhale, arch back. One more time like that. Completely rolling through the spine. And then let's bring the knees down. And we'll come down onto our backs. So we're gonna roll down onto our backs, root down through the heels of your feet, reach forward, take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're gonna tuck the tailbone and roll down through the spine vertebra by vertebra. All right, and then let's bump the hips over to the right edge of the mat. Pull your right knee in towards your chest and lengthen the left leg down. I'll take a deep breath in here. Exhale, pull your right knee across. And you can press down a little bit on that right knee or thigh with your left hand. And reach out to the right side with your right arm. Feel free to look up towards the ceiling or close your eyes or add a twist of the neck by looking over towards your right arm. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And then we'll come back through center. We're gonna bump the hips over to the left side, pull the left knee into the chest, right leg straight down, deep breath in. Exhale, pull that left leg across. Press down with the right hand, reach out to the left with the left arm. Make your way back through center. Just step your feet about as wide as your mat. Let your legs turn out a little bit. Cactus the arms and move the legs like windshield wipers from side to side a few times. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees drop open, and just rest here for a few breaths. You can bring your hands onto your belly if you'd like to. Feeling the belly rise up into your hands as you inhale and fall down away from your hands as you exhale. And if you have more time this morning, you can stay like this a little bit longer, or you can extend your legs out straight and take Shavasana. When you're ready, come on up to sit. Place the palms of your hands together in prayer. Close your eyes. Just find a moment of gratitude for your body, for your breath, for this practice. I thank you so much for joining me this morning. Namaste, and have a great day.